Hello, this is Danetta Demery. I am going to show you your next steps in buying your new home. So follow me, Jacksonville. Welcome to my channel. My purpose here today is to provide you with an overview of the home buying process. I work for an international real estate enterprise who has been in business for about 40 years. We are also one of the largest real estate franchises right here in America. I was born and raised right here in Jacksonville, Florida. I believe in God first, family second, and business third. I hope to make you my business. At this time, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will be providing beneficial information on a monthly basis. Food for thought. Your next step is simple. You are the first domino by Gary Keller. Now, if you're still following me, you are ready to buy a home. How to buy a home. The first step is to get a pre-approval letter from a lender. Although some people are more comfortable with their personal banks and credit unions, I would still do a quick research on mortgage lenders that your agent provide. They are usually more flexible and easier to get approved. The pre-approval letter, it lets you know if you can get approved for a home and how much you can get approved for. It also lets you know if your credit is or not up to par. Do not open up any credit cards at this time. Don't buy a car. Any little inquiry could mean the difference between getting your home or not. You need a pre-approval letter to even see the home. This shows that you are serious since the market is competitive at this time. Also, keep in mind that the typical home range in Jacksonville is over $300,000. So don't be afraid to budget for your home. This leads to the topic of loans. When buying a new home, if you are not using cash, you can apply for a loan. There are several loans to consider. The standard loan is a conventional fixed rate loan. The principal and interest of the loan is fixed so that it stays consistent. Most people get the 15-year or the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, but there are other terms available as well. Now, if you're not planning to keep your home past 10 years, you may want to choose the conventional adjustable rate loan. Adjustable rate loans or ARMs can get you started with a lower rate with the intention of it increasing or decreasing later on. So if you do not plan on keeping your home for a long time, I would take advantage of this loan. Now the government also gives loans. They're called FHA loans. They're a little more lenient on the credit standards. You can have a credit score of 580 and only put 3.5% down, and you have your dream home. And last, but certainly not least, are the VA loans. These are reserved for the active duty military, the veterans, and reserved for their surviving spouses. They are backed by the government and are offered through private lenders. They require no money down. Step 2, find an agent. You will need an agent like myself to research properties that fit your preferences. I like to call it your wish list. Then you have to go out and view the properties. Making sure the property is for you and seeing yourself in the property is important during this process because you do not want to end up with something that you do not like. If you like, visit Danetta Sells Homes, and this will give you a chance to see what the market looks like right now. Your search does not have to be limited to Florida. Step 3, you have to pick your top and make an offer. Based on the economy and real estate market, it has to be just right. Although you want to go low, you have to think about how many people are out there also interested in that same property as well. Next, an agreement has to be completed and signed for your offer to be submitted. You and your agent have to come to the meeting of the minds to make this decision. During this time, the lender do a more in-depth research of your credit. Step 4, escrow. If it is accepted, we open escrow. This is step 4. This is where it gets real. An escrow is when a third party holds your money for the protection of both you and the seller. You want to put about 2% down for the earnest money. This lets the buyer know how serious you are. You may put more during a competitive market such as this one. For step 5, you will need to do an inspection on the property and review the written disclosures. This is when the seller gives you all the information on their property. You want to make sure there are no big issues with the home. You will then decide if you want to continue or not. Your lender will then get an appraiser to appraise the value of the home, and the bank will then determine if your property will get funded. Step 6, final walkthrough. Now, you're your agent, you have to do a final walkthrough. Try to do this as close to the closing date as possible to make sure there are no damages or changes to the condition of the home. If you agree that the property is in the same or better condition, pay any closing costs and get your keys. Thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at Danetta Sells Homes. If you take me on as your agent, I will walk you through each of these steps and more. Also, if you would like to subscribe, please click the button below this video, or I will link it in the YouTube subscription. Thank you and have a great day. Goodbye.